Szanowni Państwo, Your Excellencies, ambassadors, representatives of Parliament, of various institutions, all distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, it is a great pleasure for me and a great honor to be here with you today for the celebration of this Liberation Day of Rwanda. Kwibohora marks the triumph of the people of Rwanda, but it's equally a festivity for all mankind. Because on this day, back in July 1994, brave people of Rwanda overcame violence and terror. And their triumph was a source of joy and relief, not just for themselves, but for all nations. They showed us all that even the worst evil can be fought and can be defeated. I want to salute today and congratulate to all the heroes of the struggle, all the close ones and all the descendants. Here in Poland, we watched the developments in Rwanda very, very closely, cheering and praying for another people, another nation fighting for its freedom. For freedom ours and yours. That is the motto that has been guiding Poles for centuries. Rwandans born after July 1994 are already adults. They are working very hard, they are setting up their own families and livelihoods, they are providing for the next generations. And this new generation that was able to grow up in a free and a stable country thanks to these people. The same goes for our nation that was born after the horrors of the Second World War when millions of Poles were murdered by Nazi Germany and Soviet Union. Actually, in 4 days, we will also be marking an anniversary, the 29th anniversary since the last Soviet soldier left Polish soil back in 1993. These last 3 decades have been good, both for Poland and Rwanda. There were many challenges, and there will be many challenges. There are always ups and downs. But both of our countries have been put on course of independence, prosperity and stability. On course that was the dream of previous generations. And we know the sources of this success. It's always the hard work, ability to learn from others, from one's own mistakes, as well as respecting the wisdom and traditions of our ancestors. And if we stay loyal to these values, the next generations of Rwandans and Poles won't have to experience the evil that their ancestors fought and defeated. We must always provide our next generations with bravery, with commitment, decisiveness, and the will to fight if necessary. Rwanda's motto, unity, war, patriotism, expresses these aspirations, these values, but is also a formula for success. This year, the year 2022, marks also the 60th anniversary of Rwanda's independence from colonial rule. And I want to congratulate all Rwandans also on this occasion. You know very well both the pain of living under the rule of foreigners, as also you know the joy of finally overcoming the oppressors. These two experiences also have formed our Polish history, our Polish imagination. They are the reason why we cannot stand aside today, where another nation is attacked by aggressive empire, as we all observe just beyond our eastern border in Ukraine. And we believe that all countries that were once occupied and colonized should stand in solidarity when we see another attempt of imposing brutal imperial rule based on violence. Rwanda understands this perfectly, forming part of many peacekeeping missions. And Poland also understands this perfectly, supporting Ukraine today and supporting all nations that fight for the freedom. As Rwanda has shown us during the fight for its liberation, the only sensible answer to evil is to fight it. And peace can only be achieved with strength, commitment and resilience. As we know, both from Rwandan and Polish history, smaller nations can win, can defeat empires that are trying to subdue them. Today, Ukraine showed this once more. Rwanda and Poland may not be close geographically, but we have very much in common. We all value independence, tradition, stability. We all cherish the same Christian values. And I hope that we will continue to work together for a world where all nations can be free from military, political, economic or ideological subjugation, subservience to brutal empires.